up my Blazing Knights? It's me Blazeix and welcome back to Blazeix Reacts. Today, we will be reacting to the last video for 2023. And honestly, it feels like this year went by way too fast. This year has been exciting and crazy and unique all in the same year. I did a lot of crazy stuff. I also really came out of my shell a lot more this year. Not more with this channel, but more or less with the gaming channel. Like, there's some new videos on the channel, and I really want to do more with the gaming channel. It's just more of, I also have to focus a lot on this channel. And then also getting back to the Plus channel too. I promise there is going to be a new episode on the Plus channel. Just as things are starting to die down a little with me, just know there is going to be more content on the Plus channel. It is not just a one and done. It's just a script. Writing the script is hard. But anyways, we'll be reacting to Ben 10, Arctiguana's Homeworld, and beyond. And honestly, apparently I should watch this last, which is what I'm doing, the last video for 2023. And I'm excited. I cannot wait to get into the reaction. So, without further ado, let's get into the reaction. Want to go check out the InkTank channel? The link will be down below. Want to go check out the original video stuff above? I could go check it out. Let's jump right in. Without further ado, Blazeix Reacts. Let's blaze in action.
Why does this keep happening?
You good?
System diagnostic. Oh, great. A broken portal projector and communications are down. I can't even contact the plumbers for help.
Great!
Oh, that's Nelly. That tourist trap is bound to have a communication system I could use. And I might as well catalog the planet while I'm there. It is my job after all. Alright, tourists, get into place. Good evening, extranet and multidimensional travelers. Welcome back to And Beyond, where we plunge into the void and explore our ever-expanding multiverse. I am your host, the R300 Orion IT Systems Model VO4, but you can call me Horace. Today we'll be exploring the paradise planet of Znelli.
Planet Znelli has partnered with Louis Vuitton to bring you
Louis Vuitton?
outfits. Did you plan a last-minute vacation with nothing to wear? Maybe your planet's culture lacks the right clothes for relaxing climates? Or do you just want to dress up for fun? Well, with All Fits, we have a fashionable line of tourist attire for everyone.
How do
Thanks to
Pyramids wear
advanced
clothes?
micro-adaptive fiber optic threads embedded in our trademark comfortable fabric texture, finding a funky fit for you will never be easier. Say goodbye to planning out your wardrobe, because with reasonable prices and multiple shops located all over the planet, just fly on down and get everything you need right here on Znelli. If you're tiny, gigantic, aquatic, electric, have
I love how
20
InkTank
limbs,
uses
or no
his own
limbs at all,
logo.
you can count on All Fits to cater to each and every creature.
Wait,
in
baby,
the
that's the next
All Fits
alien
outfits
world we'll
for every
see.
size fits all.
My antenna's broken. How did that even... Whatever. Moving on. Please keep all appendages inside the portal at all times, and remember, do not party with lizards unless you're ready to get slizzard. Znelli, the most vivacious planet of its system. On its surface, it is a multicultural paradise, featuring a diverse set of biomes all commingling in a seemingly perfect homeostasis. Due to the planet having no axis tilt, these biomes retain their climate stability year-round, making for one of the universe's most reliable and beautiful vacation spots. Znelli is home to 10 notable subspecies of reptiles known as Manzardil. These collective species are named after their planet-wide shared belief system, believing that each of their peoples were created in the image of one of the various forms their multi-elemental lizard god Manzardil will take. With 10 species, we do have a lot of info to collect, but we should have some fun along the way.
Does that mean 10 aliens that Ben could turn into?
Starting at the highest point of the planet, we arrive at the Polar Peaks, home to the Polar Manzardil. Polar Manzardil are quadrupedal reptiles standing.
Okay, that's Arctiguana, who we have yet.
Despite their icy appearance,
No way, we did see Arctiguana. It's Bitter I'm thinking of.
These frozen mountains
Are we gonna see Bitter? It's Bitter from this
Unlike
world?
most Manzardil, they possess an extremely strong hypothermos. The hypothermos is an organ attached to the esophagus that is used to help regulate the bodily temperature externally by means of expectorating. For polar manzardelle, they breathe in water vapor through their gills and freeze it as they exhale, helping them cool down quickly. Manzardelle also possess throat pouches attached to these gills they can use for storage. The polar species specifically store water to release later as freezing pressurized blasts. Many use this ability for sculpting large ice sculptures, such as the well-known ice artist Chilhuli.
Not Chilhuli!
Being herbivores, polar manzardells subsist primarily on crops of cold-resistant root vegetables like frost tubers and sporadish. These vegetables, similar to Earth's potatoes, contain a chemical called solanine that, when consumed, can cause extreme gastric distress.
Oh, poor
The manzardelle are
Kevin.
famous for their unique farming technique called steam rooting. Planting their crops over natural cave hot springs, the harvestable sections of the vegetables are cooked by the steam as they grow, breaking down the solanine and making it safe and ready for consumption at harvest. Wow, they look so good it makes me wish I had a digestive system.
Too bad, so sad, my friend.
Moving down the mountain, we arrive at Plummet Ridge, home to the Talus manzardelle. Talus manzardelle are large quadrupedal reptiles standing between 7 to 11 foot tall. These manzardelle are more moderately warm-blooded.
I would love for them to come up with names for these aliens.
High-altitude home to
We
keep
know,
cool.
already know what
These Talus
ice.
manzardelle live deep in mountainous
Ice lizards
caves
are called
that were originally
Arctiguana.
dug out for mineral mining. Thanks to their advanced echolocation, they've managed to mine ores while leaving very little impact on their beautiful natural cave systems that they now
All these
host
aliens that
guided
Ben could turn into,
tourism.
he's just more busted than you really think.
Talus manzardelle have very tough stone-like scales. These scales, paired with their echolocation, make hunting a breeze for this omnivorous lizard. They will cling camouflage to the slope of a mountain, waiting for flying prey, such as Raptera, to pass. Once detected, the manzardelle will leap off of the mountain to catch the prey mid-air.
Bro!
Back down the mountainside, safely protected by their scales. This tactic really gives new meaning to bait and tackle. Ha 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 ha.
He just jumped for him! I can't!
Arriving at the bottom of the mountain, we find ourselves at Sluice Slopes, a muddy river gully created by the mountain slush runoff, and the home to the Meyer manzardelle. Meyer manzardelle are small bipedal reptiles standing between 2 to 4 foot tall. Being warm-blooded, they use the mud created by the mountain slush
They're
runoff
muddy.
to keep cool. With this runoff overtaking the majority of their home, they've trained their gills to work reciprocally. By breathing in mud via their gills, they can expel it from their
Mud
mouths,
puppies, I guess.
and then
I
in turn,
guess that
by
would be-
funneling mud into their mouths, they can then propel it out of their gills, granting them the ability to maneuver around quickly with pressurized blasts of mud.
I want to know
Seeing
what
as
they
the
would
species
call
are
these
herbivores
aliens
that mainly
if
feed
Ben
on
turned into them.
nutrients in soil, they seem to be very happy spending their days eating mud. They are also equipped with very sleek, smooth scales that make slipping around very easy for them. They use
There you
these
go.
slip and slide skills to host activities such as mud surfing, which, despite the mess, does
Bitter!
very, very fun.
Oh my gosh, bitter! Oh my
Moving
gosh,
into the more
most of you don't
densely
know how.
populated sections of the planet, we arrive in the lush jungles of
Most of
Huck,
you guys don't know
home to the
how
tropic
amazing it is to see
Tropic
somebody that looks
marsupial
like
are
bitter.
quadrupedal reptiles standing between 5 to 6 foot tall. Unlike the previous 3 species, tropic manzardelle are moderately cold-blooded, their hypothermos radiating heat rather than cold. But living in such an already warm and muggy environment, it is mainly used just for their specialized expectorating. For generations, the omnivorous tropic manzardelle have fed on a special fruit called amakian. This fruit contains extremely high levels of starch, so that when it is jammed and heated, it becomes an enjoyable, thick, viscous, sticky paste comparable in consistency to the earth dessert mochi. Through generations of consuming this amakian jam, the tropic manzardelle would learn to pack their throat pouches with it and use the heat from their hypothermos to manipulate and expectorate jelly-like webbing. They use this webbing to hunt large jungle insects,
So they shoot jelly.
but also to create drums and string-like instruments. These
Sticky
custom
frogs?
instruments give off a very unique, distorted, jumpy sound that is the staple of the tongere music genre.
I'm not angry at this.
You know what they say. Nobody can make tongere music without knowing how to amakian jam. Ha 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 ha. Making our way out of the jungles, we find the longest stretch of beach in 4 galaxies. This is the Sand Skirt, one solid coastline that rounds the entire planet's circumference, and is the home of the coastal Manzardelle. Coastal Manzardelle are quadrupedal reptiles reaching lengths of 7 to 8 foot long. These warm-blooded Manzardelle beat the heat by spending their days wading the soothing waters of their beachfront home. Similarly to their mud-encrusted cousins, coastal Manzardelle use their gills reciprocally to propel themselves through the ocean at high speeds. It's a very common sight to see a coastal Manzardelle launching themselves high into the air to capture flying prey.
Oh, these poor
proceeding to drag
birds!
them under the water and hold them there until they drowned. Typically feeding primarily on fish, these lizards really like eating birds, which makes sense, given that the coastal Manzardelle are one of the 2 purely carnivorous species on Snelly. Despite their literal bloodthirstiness, coastal Manzardelle are extremely laid back and will even be found asleep drifting along rocking waves. Though they spend
just killed that
time
guy!
in the water, they cannot actually breathe underwater. They are just very skilled at holding their breath, only needing to surface for air.
It's a guy from Lilo and Stitch!
Ironically, many theorize that the low level of oxygen intake they have is why they seem so airheaded.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Plunging deeper into the lower recesses of the oceans, we find ourselves in the Night Sea. This underwater series of sea-note caves are littered with translucent domes of thick volcanic glass. This strange
volcano
window
lizard.
cave system is home to 2 species of Manzardelle, the submar and the subter. The submar Manzardelle are extremely large aquatic lizards, measuring to be about 17 foot long. Non-water breathing, they only need to surface for air when sleeping. Due to the combination of being cold-blooded and residing primarily in chilling deep seawater, the submar Manzardelle's hypothermos is in constant extreme heat, bringing the water around it to a near boil. They also use this heat to melt rock, helping them explore more subterranean caves. Carbon dating on their obsidian-like scales dates the average submar Manzardelle roughly 4,000 to 5,000 years old. It is believed that they may have been the first species of Manzardelle to exist.
Is that a pyronite? How did they get here?
Residing in the subterranean cave systems underneath the ocean, we find the subter Manzardelle. These subter Manzardelle are bipedal reptiles standing about 2 to 3 foot tall. Cold-blooded, they rely mainly on the heat of volcanic vents and glass tappers to keep warm. Comparative biological research suggests that they are an extremely underdeveloped species. This is supported by the fact that their diet primarily consists of a low-nutrient bioluminescent fungus known as boglow.
Not Boglow!
However, an interesting adaptation of their fungal diet is that they have developed a perfect 20/20 night vision and voluntary bioluminescence. Both species work together symbiotically, exploring the deep dark depths of uncharted channels and caves. The submar provide the heat to keep them warm on their journey, and the subter provide the glow to light the way, making them truly partners in crime. Routing up through the cave systems, we emerge in the middle of a fung gully, a small
rat
fungal
species,
forest
dang.
formed betwixt conjoined mountains. In a sense, they are Znelli's armpits. In factuality, they are the home of the fung Manzardelle. Fung Manzardelle are quadrupedal reptiles standing 2 to 3 foot tall and are covered in bioluminescent oil patches. Moderately cold-blooded, they love the damp and muggy environment of their gully, not only because of the temperature, but also for the delicious fungus, including drool caps, hotheads, glow grubs, and many, many more. It's a diverse smorgasbord of spores and more. Similar to their tropic cousins, they've learned to pack their throat patches with their favorite food. However, in their case, it creates a potent melting pot of a dozen different fungus to make up a powerful hallucinogenic oil. Being herbivores with no need to hunt, they primarily use this bioluminescent oil to make interactive art, such as the acclaimed artist Salazar Druli. If you get close enough to breathe in the fumes of one of these paintings, you can see the art truly come to life. In a psychoreactive sense, of course.
That drowning would have eaten somebody.
Stumbling out of the gully, we wander our way to Fire Iron Dunes, a vast
Are we getting to the fire spitters?
enriched obsidian mountains, and the home of the Torrid Manzardil. Torrid Manzardil are quadrupedal reptiles measuring 6 to 7 foot long. Cold-blooded, they use the heat from their hypothermos to expectorate flames and superheat their long
The fire spitters!
Being the second purely carnivorous species on the planet, they will use their long body to quickly slither through sand, pursuing only prey with flammable fur or feathers. These
He turned them into Cajun chicken!
Quote, burn faster and taste better. Ugh. Because the overall temperature in the desert drops very drastically at night, they will bury themselves in sand to sleep. This traps their body heat in, similar to a ground oven. They will then sleep well into noon to make sure that the terrain is warm before they emerge. So if you're taking a morning stroll, you may want to watch your step. Finally, we make our way up the sizzling slopes of the Totem Cradle, a tract of volcanically cracked terrain that is believed to be the birthplace of all Manzardil, and is currently the home of the Slag Manzardil. Slag Manzardil are bipedal reptiles standing between 7 to 9 They regularly consume
Their heads look like
amounts of
SpongeBob,
rock
where-
and use the extreme heat from their hypothermos to melt and store the molten rock in their throat pouch. It can then be dispensed as magma bubbles of various sizes and densities. Whether it's for construction, craftsmanship, or power generation, these bubbles can be extremely useful.
Oh, that's
This
nice.
area is still very popular with tourists because once a week they are known to perform a ritualistic show at the mouth of the cradle. Dancing and releasing thousands of flaming bubbles into the night sky, each symbolizing a life that the god Manzardil helped create. It is religiously believed that Manzardil himself rests in the base of the totem cradle, hence its name. It is said that he lies slumbering until his children need him the most.
That's interesting.
Zanelli, a beautiful place to live for sure, and thankfully, we had to visit. Make sure you plunge back into the void with me sometime and join me on another extraterrestrial exploration. This is Horace, signing out. What the heck was that?
Recreant idol hidden away stewing. Max is all. Deserter of the domain. Deity to this lavish planet of bastards. I am Arctiguana, and all manna belongs to me. I remit what is rightfully mine from you, and rise the creations.
You did not deserve that.
Blazeix? Here? Taurus, you need to fly back to Plumber HQ and get help. I'm stuck planet-bound because my systems are damn totally fucked. Apologies, my language filter's broken too, okay? Now, contact Commander Ben 1010 Innocent. He's the only one that can stop Blazeix.
Fly! No!
Oh. Taurus was destroyed. Not to worry. I can pick up another one when I get back to base. If I get back to base.
Horace, no!
There's hundreds of them. And hundreds of me. But they're not me. I'm me. I don't want to be destroyed. I don't want to be destroyed.
He's having an existential crisis. Horace. That's where it ends? No! It can't end like this! It cannot end like this!
Oh, I'm functioning without a reboot? And I'm fine? I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm alive. But where am I now?
Wait. Samurai Jack? Wait, where is that? Wait. Where was that? Topsucky Chuck? Samurai Jack? That wasn't a go zone. No, you can't do this to me. I have so many questions. You can't do this. I guess I'm gonna have to wait until next year. Because I hope you all enjoy. Be sure to leave a like, add to your favorites. Want to see more Squash Channel videos from this channel, subscribe. I make videos weekly or daily depending on my schedule. Have any requests for reactions whatsoever, leave a link to that video down below. Make sure it's something I'd be interested in, like Mario, Sonic, Ben 10, TMNT, or Pokemon, and I will definitely react to it. Our goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers, so I'm reach that goal, and you got a special video from yours truly. With that being said, I hope you all enjoy. Stay tuned for more videos, and remember, many hearts never apart. Little more Blazing Knights, Blazeix, blazing out! Until next time, take care, and see you all in 2024.